This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, the Olympic gold medalist from Beaufort, South Carolina, the Hall of Famer from the golden era of heavyweights, a heavyweight champion of the world, Smokin' Joe Frazier. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Kyiv, Ukraine, and 41 knockouts in his 45 career wins, here is the two-time heavyweight champion of the world, known as Dr. Iron Fist, introducing Vitali Klitschko.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go.
Which fans are going to be happy, which fans are going to be sad? I don't know, but it's the argument I love.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman. Only catching air with that hook. Right hand got him. This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside, and just banging and banging and banging.
Oh, man, you've got swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Swinging and miss with the hook. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. He is down big time. And there's the bell for round 2. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl.
They threw the hook. It didn't land. No rest for the weary. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything else.
Down goes Klitschko. Wow, let's take another look at that.
I need to see that again.
The referee referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Great round. Now relax. Just stay phone back together. Listen, be smart when you go out. Just take it smart. Just the same again. Don't change too much yet. Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about that round. Go out there. Let's reset. Forget about that round. It was a bad round. But we don't care. Go out there. Shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go. But you've got to be smart. Fight, do you? Come on. Let him get back into this. You bet he should.
On to the third. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
No rest for the weary. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Oh my goodness, I want to see that one more time.
I've got to see that again.
They're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the...
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
We know who has the power advantage, and we also know who has the speed advantage. We know who has the power advantage, and we also know who has the speed advantage. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Nice counter shot. Couldn't land that jab. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Let's see that again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you okay?
believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last. On to the fifth we go. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
And this, did you see that? Smoking Joe may go. And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
1, 2, 3, 4. Here we continue.
Did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your blood.
Hold it right there. There's no way Frazier survives this. What's keeping Joe Frazier on his feet?
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
They need to be careful and punch themselves out here. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one.
There's always a way back, don't ever...
On to the 6th round. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They ring the bell, and here we go. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. You'd like to see more jabs. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked.
Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
A shot from the...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You still want to fight.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. A borderline disastrous round. there's the bell to start round 7. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
You would not want to be hit by this guy. Trust me. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Down goes Frazier. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
That's lights out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You are away.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Both men step back for just a moment. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. This next round is going to be crucial. Round 8, and we're off again. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming up? He's getting everything, everything.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Is Frazier in trouble? Is this the beginning of the end for this legend? And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
I can't believe it. They are giving up. And that will do it. This fight is over. They have given up.
They don't like that. Listen to that. Oh, listen to that. When he gets back to the gym, his team is going to give him hellfire. This is what you work on as a fighter.